In this video, we're going to test if life jackets can actually save your life. We're going to be trying on different life jackets and jumping out of the boat at speed, some not at speed. I'm basically going to be testing what happens if you fall overboard and you're knocked unconscious, because that's kind of something that people bring up most of the time of why you should wear a life jacket. If you fall overboard and you're unconscious, you're going to sink to the bottom. Well, I have heard and read, some people have brought to my attention that a lot of times if you fall overboard with a traditional life jacket on, it may not do you any good if you fall and are knocked unconscious. So we're going to test that and have some fun with it like we always do. And then we're of course at beautiful Merritt's Mill Pond, crystal clear out here today. So we're probably going to do a few other fun things as well, but this is our main agenda today. Got my buddy Parker helping me. He's going to be piloting the boat. He's a paramedic, so he's going to save me if indeed I need saving, because, you know, at 30 miles an hour, however fast we jump out the boat, who knows what's going to happen. All right, let's roll. I have a series of different life jackets that we're going to be trying, kind of some of the most popular life jackets that you and I or typical paddlers or boaters would own. All right, this first test is with just a regular life jacket. This is what you might wear tubing or something to see how it does. And essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be jumping off, falling off the boat in different, angles of entry to the water, and just going completely limp and seeing how I end up. I'm really wanting to see if my face ends up underwater or above water. That will determine, I guess, if you survive or not, if you're knocked unconscious. So let's see. Here we go! Yeah, man, come on. Did you see how I landed?
No, I didn't.
I'm on the face.
Did you?
Yeah.
You stayed that way?
Yeah. Yeah, we're out here testing life jackets, and a couple of subscribers paddle up. Levi and Aiden. I appreciate y'all watching the videos. Oh, they live here on Merritt's Mill Pond. That's got to be nice, right? Sweet. All right. Well, y'all gonna have fun watching us make a fool of ourselves out here today.
Yes, sir.
All right. See y'all. All right, that time when I made the entry to the water, I was kind of feet first and leaning back, and I ended up on my face. Essentially, I would have drowned laying there. So now I'm going to try it, kind of landing on my back almost, or a little bit leaning back as the boat goes forward, and see if I can stay on my back. We'll see. All right, that time it was a little rougher landing, kind of almost knocked the breath out of me, but I did end up on my back and stayed on my back. But one thing I did notice, as the boat went by me, when the wake came, the wake went over my head, and a bunch of water went in my mouth. And so I would have essentially, if I'd have been unconscious, inhaled that water. And that's not a good thing. Maybe, I don't know. You think I would have died, Park, if I'd inhaled the water?
If you inhale enough water, yeah, if it gets in your lungs.
If I inhale one mouthful of water laying on my back, would I cough it up and maybe keep breathing?
I'm gonna choke for sure.
Probably.
I'm gonna start choking on
I don't know. That may not. See, that might be bad with any life jacket. All right, so now we got Parker with a life jacket on. He's gonna basically simulate if you, let's say you have a heart attack and you're fishing and you just fall off the boat at different angles, whether that be face first, side first, backwards. You know, what would happen. And, you know, really, to make these genuine and honest, you know, you have to kind of make it, you know, kind of spontaneously fall. Oh, God, there was a stump there. Okay, so he's floating on his tummy. I almost killed Parker. We drifted at it. All right, Parker, you can come up.
You got impaled me on that one.
I almost did impale him on the stump. I didn't realize the boat had drifted. Oh, God. My bad, dude. See, it's real here. Now we're going to kind of simulate, and you're just collapsing. You know, how would you fall into the water? All right? However you want to fall.
Just kind of grab my chest and just kind of go down?
Or? Not good. All right. It's not what we want to see. What?
It's rolling me over on my stomach.
Now we're going to test the most, I don't know, ideal situation for it. Just falling straight on your back and seeing if you stay on your back, going completely limp when you fall in. All right, that actually worked. Well, that's good to know, I guess. So if you fall in the most ideal angle, you might survive. All right, now we're going to try it without actually falling in. We're just going to kind of just be in the water, and we're going to see, you know, what position the life jacket tends to send you to.
If you're unconscious, I think the back of this is going to not let your head fall back. So your head's more than likely going to go forward, in turn is pulling your body forward, which in turn would cause you to drown.
Ooh. Very good. And whenever you were underwater, it looked like you were mostly on your back.
I went down like that.
On your back, and then it put you on your stomach.
It brought me up and put me forward.
I didn't take a breath. Hold on. Yep. Huh. I think that's obvious. All right, now let's give it a little bit back. When you're a little bit back, it'll send you back. A little bit forward, send you forward. Now I think if I'm straight up and down, I think it sent me forward. Straight as I can get. All right there. Yep, forward. Not good. All right. Now I'm going to swim down and kind of be, you know, on my back a little bit. Oh, that's obvious. It really rolls you forward. All right, I'm going to swim down head first now. Okay. All right, now we're going to test this type 2 PFD. These have all been type 3s and above. Kind of the lower the type, like type 1, I don't even have. Most folks don't have this. Most like Coast Guard and commercial workers, they have the type 1s that most often will bring you to the surface, head up out of the water. Now, these are very popular to have, not very popular to wear, but I think this is going to have a decent chance of bringing my head to the water. So we're going to test this just in the rare case that you are wearing this type of life jacket when something goes wrong, if it would save your life. So, and if you can see, you know, it's kind of obvious. The flotation is in the front on the chest and around your head. So it's going to just kind of, I think just kind of, hey! You know, I think it's just going to kind of lay you down, you know, and, and make it work. I don't know who that is, but anyways. Yeah. All right, now I'm just gonna lay on my stomach and see if it brings me around, because this is really wanting to put me in the right position. Try that again. Pretty good.
You're underwater for a while though.
Yeah. One thing I do want to share with you guys today, I tried out some new water shoes here. Company contacted me and said, hey, we want to send you some water shoes to try out. You want to try them? I was like, sure. My Crocs are really getting worn out. I'm about to need some new somethings. So this opportunity came up and I was like, sure, send them over. So it's a company called A-Leader. These are just, I don't know, some funky water shoes. It's like some sort of mesh on the top. So the whole shoe is just a mesh, and the bottom is kind of like still a mesh style with a really thin foam insole. So it's pretty nice. Like, I've been wearing them today, and I don't know, everything's good. I mean, granted, I hadn't worn them in mud and sand a lot yet, but everything's pretty good. I've been wearing them for like the last 3 weeks, because I haven't worn my Crocs like at all, or like just a couple days, but most days I'm wearing these just kind of so I get a good feel for them before I told you folks about them. They feel really good. Just a couple things I notice is if I'm not in the water with them, they kind of get smelly a little more than my Crocs do as like a daily shoe. And also in the bottoms, I've gotten a few pebbles here and there when I've walked on gravel. But other than that, I mean, for like a straight up water shoe, I like them. There's no issue yet. But there'll be more to come. I'll be wearing them for a little bit longer and see how they feel. Now we're going to test this good looking thing. It's me. This is the fun stuff. Oh, that hurt. Oh. The camera came up and hit me in the nose. Am I bleeding? No, I think I'm good. Whew. How'd that feel? Well, just caught the water, the camera went flat right in the nose. Didn't feel exactly the best. Now we're at the awesome Blue Spring State Park, I believe is what it's called, and it's totally beautiful. Just want to jump in the water real quick and check things out. One thing I did see as we were pulling up, there were some huge white moors right out in the grass there. I'm going to try and get some of them on camera. We'll see if I can sneak up on them. They're still there. It was easy 3 foot. And like as big around as a basketball. All right, folks, what do you think? Of all these life jackets, which one will actually has the best chance of saving your life if you fall overboard and you go unconscious, like so many people talk about, the reason why you should wear a life jacket? I mean, first we tried this one. I don't think it did very well. Then we tried this one, about the same results. Then we tried, you know, your traditional, more popular kayaking life jacket, your kayak fishing life jacket, and it did pretty well. You know, I think one reason because it has kind of more flotation in the front along your breastplate and, you know, your stomach than others, but still it didn't bring me face up every time. And actually, you know, this type 2 didn't bring me face up every time, but most of the time this one brought me face up. So of all of the actual practical life jackets that people actually own and purchase, but everyone has these type 2s, but no one wears the type 2s. So all the people who are preaching, you should be wearing your life jacket, you should be wearing your life jacket, they're probably wearing this one, or they're wearing this one. And every time that they say, Trip, you fall over, you're gonna die, you're not wearing your life jacket. I'm like, well, hey, look now. What's gonna happen if you fall over wearing one of those? More than likely, it's not gonna end well if you go unconscious. And now granted, if you just fall overboard and you need assistance swimming, maybe you have a cramp or something, yes, they're absolutely going to help. And, you know, so they may be good to wear, but is it technically going to save your life in all situations? No. And I know nothing's going to save your life in all situations, but in a situation that most people bring up, are the life jackets going to save your life? Are they going to do their job? I don't know. I'll let you be the judge of that. But I think it's a little more light has been shed on the situation. So from now on, if you folks feel the urge to say, Trip, you should be wearing a life jacket, or you're setting a bad example or something or another, you know, really and truly, if I was wearing this life jacket and I said, okay, I'm wearing this life jacket in case I fall overboard so I can float and so I stay, you know, stay above the water, I'd be lying to you. So I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. So, hey, whenever I feel the need, when I feel like there's danger or, you know, something like that, a reason for me to wear my life jacket, I always do. I always carry it, I always wear it. Usually it's somewhere pretty accessible for me. So, you know, everyone just use your own judgment and wear your life jacket when you think. And I don't know, if you think someone else should be wearing a life jacket, just say a prayer for them. No need to, you know, point anything out, make them look like a bad person or try to criticize them or anything like that. It really doesn't do any good, right? All right, take care of yourselves, folks. Peace out. Hope to see y'all at the RockaDock October 9th through the 13th, because I am ready, so ready to come back here during RockaDock and so many other awesome places. But take care of yourselves. God bless. Get out there and don't forget your type 1 or type 2 PFD. All right? See you, folks. Oh yeah, the shoes. They did pretty good. I'm liking them so far, but need to use them in a little more rough and tough adventure. I'll get back with you guys on them. There'll be a link below to the shoes and to some life jackets that might actually save your life, all right?